Hello and welcome. My name is Ariel, and today for 1 hour, we are going to listen to English together. Slowly, kindly, just for you. This video is different from other videos. In this video, I am not going to teach you grammar. I am not going to give you a long list of words. I am just going to speak English to you, slowly, one sentence at a time, for 1 hour. That is the whole video. That is the whole gift, because your ears need this. Your ears need to hear English in a kind voice, in slow sentences, without stress. Not fast, not scary. Just slow, warm English, coming into your ears for a whole hour. That is how your listening grows. Not by studying, by listening. I know, when you look for English listening videos online, most of them are too fast, or the voice is unfriendly, or the topics are strange. This video is different. Here, the voice is warm. Here, the speed is slow. Here, the topics are simple. A cup of tea, a walk in a park, a small conversation with a friend. Because your ears do not learn from difficult things. But your ears do not learn from difficult things. Your ears learn from easy things, heard many times, in a kind voice. That is what today gives you. So please, do this with me. Sit somewhere, comfortable, in your kitchen, in your bedroom, on your bed, in a chair by the window, anywhere quiet. Get a cup of tea or a cup of water, and just listen. You do not need to write anything. You do not need to remember every word. You do not need to understand every word. Just listen. I will speak slowly. I will pause. I will repeat many words many times, because repetition is how your ears learn. Each round of listening becomes a little longer, a little more like real English. But we start very, very small, one word at a time, then two-word phrases, then short sentences, then small stories, and by the end of the hour, you will be listening to real English about real life, and you will understand it, because we built it together, step by step. If your ears get tired, it is okay to pause. Come back after 10 minutes. Come back tomorrow. This video is not going anywhere, it will wait for you. But if you can, please try to listen without stopping, because 1 hour of gentle English in a row builds your ears in a way that many small pieces cannot. 1 full hour is a small gift you give yourself. Please try to give it if you can. Are you ready? Then let us begin. Round 1. Round 1. One word at a time. I am going to say English words. One word. Then I will pause. Then I will say the word again. Just listen. Do not repeat. Just let the word come into your ears. Hello. Hello. Good. Good. Morning. Morning. Good morning. Tea. Tea. Coffee. Coffee. Water. Water. Milk. Milk. Yes. Yes. No. No. Please. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Now listen again. I will say each word once more. Hello. Good morning. Tea. Coffee. Water. Milk. Yes. No. Please. Thank you. Good. You are doing well. Now new words. Small words about people. Just listen. Man. Man. woman, woman, boy, boy, girl, girl, baby, baby, friend, friend, family, family. Now again, listen, man, woman, boy, girl, baby, friend, family, good. Now, small words about places. Listen. Home, home, house, house, room, room, kitchen, kitchen, shop, shop, park, park, street, street. Again, listen. Home, house, room, kitchen, shop, park, street. Now, small words about time. Listen slowly. Today, today, tomorrow, tomorrow, morning, morning, afternoon, evening, evening, night, night, now, now, again, listen, today, tomorrow, morning, afternoon, evening, night, now. Good. You have listened to many English words, small words, kind words, important words. Now, let us finish round one with the words about how we feel. Listen. Happy, happy, sad, sad, tired, tired, warm, warm, cold, cold, hungry, hungry, thirsty, thirsty. Okay, okay, fine, fine, good, good. Now one more time. All together. Listen. Happy, sad, tired, warm, cold, hungry, thirsty. Okay, fine, good. That was round one. You just listened to about 50 English words. Small words. Real words. The kind of words English speakers use every day, all over the world, in London, in New York, in Sydney, in Toronto. You did not need to remember them. You just needed to hear them. And you did. That is the whole game. Your ears are already learning. Now round two. We take one small step up. Round two. Two-word phrases. Now we join two words together. Very simple, very slow. Just listen. Good morning. Good morning. Good night. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, please. No thanks. No thanks. Hot tea. Hot tea. Cold water. Cold water. My friend. My friend. Your house. Your house. Our family. Our family. Now again, listen slowly. Good morning. Good night. Thank you. Yes, please. No thanks. Hot tea. Cold water. My friend. Your house. Our family. Good. Now more two-word phrases. Listen. This morning. This morning. Every day. Every day. Very good. Very good. So tired. So tired. Very happy. Very happy. A little cold. A little cold. Small shop. Small shop. Big house. Big house. New book. New book. Old friend. Old friend. Again. Listen carefully. This morning. Every day. Very good. So tired. Very happy. A little cold. Small shop. Big house. New book. Old friend. Now phrases with feelings. Listen. I am tired. I am tired. I am tired. I am happy. I am happy. I am cold. I am hungry. I am hungry. I am thirsty. I am thirsty. I am okay. I am okay. I am fine. I am fine. I am fine. I am good. I am good. You are kind. You are kind. She is happy. She is happy. She is happy. He is tired. He is tired. We are friends. We are friends. Again, slowly. Listen. I am tired. I am happy. I am cold. I am hungry. I am okay. You are kind. She is happy. He is tired. We are friends. Beautiful. Your ears are meeting real English now. Simple, small, but real. Now small phrases about the day. Listen. Good morning. How are you? Good afternoon. How are you? Good evening. How are you? Good night. Sleep well. Have a good day. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Take care. Take care. Bye. Bye for now. Bye for now. Listen once more. Good morning. How are you? Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Now small phrases from a normal day. Listen. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. A glass of water. A glass of water. A piece of bread. A piece of bread. A small cake. A small cake. A warm coat. A warm coat. A soft blanket. A soft blanket. A quiet room. A kind word. A kind word. A kind word. A good friend. A good friend. A happy day. A happy day. Listen once more. A cup of tea. A glass of water. A piece of bread. A warm coat. A quiet room. A good friend. A happy day. That was round two. 2-word phrases, small pieces of real English, and they are already living in your ears. Good work. Now round 3, short, full sentences. Round 3, short sentences. Now we make sentences. Very short, very clear. Just listen. I am here. I am here. You are here. You are here. She is here. She is here. He is here. We are here. We are here. We are here. They are here. Now, more sentences. Listen. I am at home. I am at home. She is at home. She is at home. He is at work. He is at work. We are at the shop. We are at the shop. They are in the park. They are in the park. Again. Listen. I am at home. She is at home. He is at work. We are at the shop. They are in the park. Now sentences about doing things. Listen. I am eating. I am eating. I am drinking. I am drinking. I am sleeping. I am reading. I am reading. I am reading. I am reading. I am walking. I am walking. I am sitting. I am sitting. I am waiting. I am waiting. I am thinking. I am thinking. I am listening. I am smiling. I am smiling. Again, listening. Again, I am drinking. Listen, lowly. I am eating. I am drinking. I am sleeping. I am reading. I am walking. I am sitting. I am waiting. I am thinking. I am listening. I am smiling. Now sentences about what we like. Listen. I like tea. I like tea. I like coffee. I like coffee. I like my family. I like my family. I like my friends. I like my friends. I like a quiet morning. 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 I like warm bread. I like warm bread. I like a good book. I like a good book. I like this song. I like this song. I like this song. I like slow English. I like slow English. I like slow English. I like this video. Again, listen kindly. I like tea. I like my family. I like a quiet morning. I like a good book. I like slow English. I like this video. Now sentences about small things. Listen. The sky is blue. The sky is blue. The sun is warm. The sun is warm. The room is quiet. The room is quiet. The tea is hot. The tea is hot. The window is open. The window is open. The door is closed. The door is closed. The floor is cold. The floor is cold. The bed is soft. The bed is soft. The night is long. The night is long. The morning is fresh. The morning is fresh. Again. Listen. The sky is blue. The sun is warm. The room is quiet. The tea is hot. The window is open. The door is closed. The floor is cold. The bed is soft. Now, a beautiful set. Listen to my voice. It is a good day. It is a good day. It is a good day. It is a quiet morning. It is a quiet morning. It is a small home. It is a small home. It is a warm cup of tea. It is a warm cup of tea. It is a kind moment. It is a kind moment. It is a soft song. It is a soft song. It is a happy time. It is a happy time. It is a beautiful evening. It is a beautiful evening. Listen once more. It is a good day. It is a quiet morning. It is a warm cup of tea. It is a kind moment. It is a happy time. It is a beautiful evening. Round 3, complete. Well done. You are listening. You are relaxing. Your ears are opening. Now round 4, my daily life. Slightly longer sentences, but still slow. Round 4, my daily life. Listen to a normal, small, English morning. I wake up at 7. I open my eyes. The room is quiet. The sky is gray. I sit up in bed. I take a deep breath. I feel good. I get out of bed. I put on my slippers. I walk to the kitchen. The floor is cold. I fill the kettle with water. I turn it on. I wait. I take a cup from the shelf. It is my favorite blue cup. The water is ready. I make a cup of hot tea. I add a little milk. I sit by the window. I look outside. The sky is soft. The trees are still. The birds are singing. I take a small sip of tea. It is warm and sweet. I feel calm. This is a good morning. Now, listen to my afternoon. Slowly. At 1 o'clock I make lunch. I make a small sandwich, bread, butter, cheese, a little tomato. I sit at the small kitchen table. I eat slowly. I drink a glass of cold water. After lunch, I go for a walk. I put on my coat. I put on my shoes. I take my keys. I walk out of the house. The air is fresh. I walk down the street. I see a small shop. I see a big tree. I see a woman with a small dog. I say hello. She smiles. I walk to the park. I sit on a bench. I watch the children play. I feel happy. This is a good afternoon. Now listen to my evening. Slowly. At 6 o'clock, I go home. I open the door. I take off my coat. I take off my shoes. I go to the kitchen. I make a small dinner. Rice, vegetables, and a little chicken. I eat at the kitchen table. After dinner, I wash the dishes. I make a cup of hot tea. I sit on the sofa. I open a book. I read for 1 hour. At 9 o'clock, I feel tired. I close my book. I brush my teeth. I go to my bedroom. I lie in bed. I close my eyes. I feel calm. I say a small thank you for a good day. I fall asleep. Round 4 complete. You just listened to a whole normal English day, from morning to afternoon to evening, from bed to bed. Simple, slow, beautiful. Now, round 5, a day with Emma. Round 5, a day with Emma. Emma's a young woman. She lives in London. Let us listen to her Saturday. Emma wakes up at 8 o'clock. It is Saturday. She smiles. She loves Saturdays. She sits up in bed. She looks out of the window. The London sky is gray. But that is okay. Emma likes gray skies. She gets out of bed. She puts on her warm socks. She walks to the kitchen. She makes a cup of black coffee. She takes a small piece of toast. She sits at the table. She eats her small breakfast. After breakfast, she calls her friend Sarah. "Hi, Sarah. How are you?" she says. "I am good, thank you," Sarah says. "How are you?" "I am good," Emma says. "Do you want to meet today?" "Yes, I would love to," Sarah says. "Let us meet at the small coffee shop near the park," Emma says. "Perfect," Sarah says at 11. At 11, Emma says. They say goodbye. Emma is happy. She takes a shower. She puts on a warm jumper. She puts on her long coat. She puts on her boots. She takes her bag. She takes her keys. She walks out of her small flat. The London street is quiet on Saturday morning. Emma walks to the coffee shop. She sees a small dog with its owner. She smiles at the dog. She sees an old man reading a newspaper on a bench. She says, "Good morning." He smiles. Emma arrives at the coffee shop. Sarah is already there. She is waiting at a small table by the window. "Hi, Emma," Sarah says. "Sarah," Emma says. "It is so good to see you." They hug. They sit down. They order 2 coffees and 2 small cakes. They talk about their week. They laugh. They share stories. 2 hours pass. The coffee shop becomes busy. Sarah says, "Shall we walk in the park now?" Emma says, "Yes, please." They pay for their coffees. They put on their coats. They walk to the park. The park is beautiful in autumn. The leaves are yellow, red, and orange. They walk slowly. They talk about small things. They stop at a small pond. They watch the ducks. Emma says, "This is a good day." Sarah says, "Yes." Simple and good. They walk home together. They say goodbye at the bus stop. "See you next Saturday," Emma says. "Yes, next Saturday," Sarah says. Emma walks home. She feels calm. She feels happy. She feels lucky. Round 5 complete. That was a whole day with Emma in London in slow, kind English. You listen to real people doing real things in real places. Well done. Now round 6. Numbers, days, and time. Round 6. Numbers, days, and time. Now we practice numbers. Slowly. Just listen. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, P, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, listen to bigger numbers: 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now, small sentences with numbers. Listen. I have 2 eyes. I have 10 fingers. There are 7 days in a week. There are 12 months in a year. A day has 24 hours. An hour has 60 minutes. I am 30 years old. She is 25 years old. He is 40 years old. The baby is 1 year old. Now, days of the week. Listen slowly. Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday again, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 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 Sunday. Now small sentences about days. Listen. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Yesterday was Sunday. I go to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I rest on Saturday and Sunday. I love Fridays. I love Sundays too. Now months of the year. Listen. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now small sentences about months. Listen. My birthday is in June. My birthday is in June. Love May. The weather is warm in July. The weather is cold in January. Christmas is in December. Spring begins in March. Now time. Listen carefully. It is 1 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock. It is 3 o'clock. It is 4 o'clock. It is 5:30. It is 6:15. It is 6:45. It is 8 in the morning. It is 9 in the evening. It is 9 in the evening. It is 10 at night. Now, small sentences about time. Listen. I wake up at 7 in the morning. I have breakfast at 8. I start work at 9. I have lunch at 1. I finish work at 5. I have dinner at 7. I go to bed at 11. I sleep for 8 hours. Round 6 complete. Numbers, days, months, time, all in your ears now. Small pieces, big meanings. Now round 7. In the coffee shop. Round 7. In the coffee shop. A young man, James, walks into a small coffee shop in Manchester. Let us listen to his moment. James opens the door. A small bell rings. He walks inside. The coffee shop is warm. It smells like fresh bread and coffee. James smiles. He walks to the counter. A young woman is standing there. Her name is Charlotte. Hi, welcome, Charlotte says. Hi, James says. What can I get you? Charlotte asks. James looks at the menu. I would like a small coffee, please, James says. Of course, Charlotte says. For here or to go? For here, please, James says. Would you like anything to eat? Charlotte asks. Yes, James says. One small croissant, please. That is £3.50, Charlotte says. James pays. Thank you, Charlotte says. Thank you, James says. James takes his coffee and croissant to a small table by the window. He sits down. He takes a sip of coffee. It is warm and strong. He takes a small bite of the croissant. It is soft and buttery. He feels good. He looks out of the window. Manchester is gray today, but the small coffee shop is bright and warm. An old man sits at another table. He is reading a newspaper. Two women sit near the window. They are talking quietly. A small dog is sleeping under a chair. James takes a book from his bag. It is a small book of short stories. He starts to read. He reads for 1 hour. He finishes his coffee. He finishes his crass. He stands up. He puts his book back in his bag. He walks to the door. Have a good day, Charlotte says. You too, James says. Thank you. James walks out of the coffee shop. The bell rings again. He walks down the Manchester street. He feels calm. He feels lucky. Round 7, complete. That was a small English scene. In a real place. With real kind people. And you understood it. Well done. Now, round 8. Sarah's small morning. Round 8. Sarah's small morning. Sarah lives in Brighton. She loves the sea. Let us listen to her small morning. Sarah wakes up at 6 o'clock. The sky is still dark. She can hear the seagulls outside her window. She smiles. She loves the sound of seagulls. She gets out of bed. She puts on her warm dressing gown. She walks to her small kitchen. She fills the kettle with water. She turns it on. While she waits, she opens her small window. The air is cold, fresh, and salty. Brighton is quiet at 6 in the morning. She takes her favorite cup from the shelf. It is a big yellow cup. The water is ready. She makes a large cup of tea. She adds a little milk. She takes her tea and walks to her small living room. She sits by the window. She wraps herself in a warm blanket. She takes a slow sip of tea. Outside, the sky is turning pink. The sun is coming up over the sea. Sarah watches quietly. She does not check her phone. She does not turn on the television. She just watches. For 30 minutes, she just watches. Then, she puts on her warm coat and boots. She takes her bag. She walks out of her small flat. She walks down the street to Brighton Beach. The sea is gray and blue and beautiful. The beach is empty. Sarah walks slowly along the sea. She listens to the waves. She listens to the seagulls. She smells the salty air. She feels the cold wind on her face. She feels alive. An old man walks past her. He is walking a small brown dog. Good morning, he says. Good morning, Sarah says. The dog wags its tail. Sarah smiles. She keeps walking. After 20 minutes, she stops. She sits on a small bench. She looks at the sea. She takes a deep breath. She says quietly to herself, I am lucky. She sits for 10 minutes. Then she stands up. She walks home. She feels ready for the day. Round 8, complete. A quiet, beautiful morning in Brighton. Just Sarah. Just the sea. Just simple English coming into your ears. Now round 9. Simple questions and answers. Round 9. Simple questions and answers. Now let us listen to real simple English questions and real simple answers. Slowly. Question. Hello, how are you? Answer. I too. I am fine, thank you. And you? Question. What is your name? Answer. My name is Emma. What is your name? Question. Where are you from? Answer. I am from London. Where are you from? Question. Do you speak English? Answer. Yes, a little. I am learning. Question. How old are you? Answer. I am 28 years old. Question. What do you do? Answer. I am a teacher. I teach small children. Question. Do you like your job? Answer. Yes, I love it. Question. Where do you live? Answer. I live in a small flat in London. Question. Do you live alone? Answer. Yes, I live alone, but I have many good friends. Question. What do you like to do in your free time? Answer. I like to read. I like to walk in the park. I like to make tea and sit by the window. Now some more everyday questions. Listen. Question. What time is it? Answer. It is 3 o'clock. Question. What day is it today? Answer. Today is Tuesday. Question. What day is the weather like today? Answer. It is cold and cloudy, but it is not raining. Question. Are you hungry? Answer. Yes, a little. I would like a small sandwich. Question. Are you tired? Answer. Yes, a little, but I am okay. Question. Do you want tea or coffee? Answer. Tea, please, with a little milk. Question. Can I help you? Answer. Yes, please. I am looking for the station. Question. Where is the bus stop? Answer. It is just around the corner next to the small shop. Question. Is this seat free? Answer. Yes, please. Sit down. Question. Do you have a moment? Answer. Yes, of course. What is it? Now, small everyday chats. Listen. Person 1. Hi, good morning. Person 2. Hi, good morning. How are you today? Person 1. I am well, thanks. And you? Person 2. I am good. A little tired, but good. Person 1. Long week. Person 2. Yes, very long. But it is Friday now. Person 1. Yes, thank goodness. Have a good weekend. Person 2. You too. See you next week. Person 1. Bye, Person 2. Bye. Now one more chat. Listen slowly. Person 1. Excuse me. Person 2. Yes, Person 1. Is there a coffee shop near here? Person 2. Yes, there is a lovely one, just around the corner. Person 1. Wonderful. Thank you. Person 2. No problem. Have a good day. Person 1. You too. Round 9 complete. Simple. Real English. All around you, all the time, in every English-speaking city in the world. Now your ears know how it sounds. Now round 10. A walk in London. Round 10. A walk in London. For our last round, let us take a slow, beautiful walk through London with a young man called Oliver. Just listen. Just walk with him. It is Sunday afternoon. Oliver puts on his warm coat. He takes his phone. He takes his keys. He walks out of his small flat. He walks down the street. The sky is gray. The air is cold. But Oliver is happy. He loves London on Sundays. He walks past a small bakery. He can smell the fresh bread. He walks past a red bus stop. 2 people are waiting for the bus. He walks past a small park. He can hear children playing. He walks past a church. The bell is ringing. It is 3 o'clock. Oliver keeps walking. He walks to a big park. He walks along a small path. There are trees everywhere. Some leaves are still green. Some are yellow. Some are red. Some are already on the ground. Oliver walks slowly. He listens to the wind in the trees. He watches a small brown dog play with a stick. He smiles. He sees a young couple sitting on a bench, drinking hot chocolate. He sees an old woman feeding the small birds. He sees a father and a small girl walking hand in hand. Oliver keeps walking. He arrives at a small lake in the middle of the park. He sits on a bench. He takes a deep breath. The lake is quiet. There are 2 white swans swimming slowly. Oliver takes out his phone, but then he puts it back in his pocket. He does not want the phone right now. He wants the moment. He sits for a long time. He watches the swans. He watches the clouds move across the gray sky. He feels calm. He thinks about his week. Some of it was hard, but most of it was hard, but most of it was good. He thinks about his family, his mother, his father, his sister Alice, his little brother, George. He feels grateful. He thinks grateful about his friends, his best friend, James, his college friend, Charlotte, his neighbor, Emma. He feels lucky. He thinks about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow, he will go back to work. He does not mind. He likes his work. He likes the people at his office. Oliver stands up. He walks around the lake once. Then he walks slowly back through the park, back down the small path, back past the trees, back onto the London street. He walks past the church again. He walks past the small park with the children. He walks past the red bus stop. He walks past the small bakery. The bread smells wonderful. He stops, he goes inside. He buys 1 small loaf of warm bread. He walks home. He opens the door of his small flat. He takes off his coat. He takes off his shoes. He goes to the kitchen. He makes a cup of hot tea. He takes a small piece of the fresh bread. He puts a little butter on it. He sits at his small kitchen table. He eats slowly. He drinks his tea slowly. Outside, it is starting to get dark. The London afternoon is becoming evening. Oliver looks at his small kitchen, his small home, his small, kind, quiet life, and he feels happy. He feels quietly, deeply happy. That was quietly, deeply, happy. That was Oliver's walk. That was our final round. And you listened to every word in beautiful, slow, kind English about a real man in a real city doing a real quiet, ordinary Sunday. Round 10, complete. That was a slow, kind walk through London with Oliver. Now we have 6 more rounds. Please stay with me. Every round grows your ears a little more. Round 11, a rainy afternoon at home. Let us listen to a slow, quiet story about a woman named Alice, who is at home on a rainy afternoon in Manchester. Just listen. Alice is at home. It is raining. The rain is soft. It hits the window slowly. Alice is sitting on her sofa. She is wearing warm socks. She is wrapped in a soft blue blanket. She has a cup of hot tea in her hand. The tea smells wonderful. She takes a small sip. It is warm and sweet. She looks out of the window. The Manchester street is wet. The trees look dark and shiny. A woman walks past with a black umbrella. A small brown dog is following her. Alice smiles. She likes rainy afternoons. She likes the sound of rain on the window. She likes the smell of wet streets. She likes the quiet. She takes another sip of tea. She picks up a book from the small table. It is a book of short stories. She opens it to a page she likes. She starts to read. She reads slowly. She does not hurry. Time passes. The rain keeps falling. The tea slowly becomes cold, but Alice does not mind. She is happy. She is warm. She is safe. She is home. She reads for 1 hour. Then she puts the book down. She looks out of the window again. The rain is a little softer now. The sky is a little brighter. Alice stands up. She stretches. She walks to the kitchen. She washes her cup. She fills the kettle again. She makes 1 more cup of hot tea. She takes it back to the sofa. She sits down. She takes a slow, small sip. And she thinks, this is a good afternoon. A quiet, simple good afternoon. Round 11, complete. Beautiful. You just spent an afternoon with Alice in her home on a rainy day in Manchester. Slow, soft English. Real life, real feelings. Round 12, at the small shop. Now let us listen to a very simple English scene. A man named George goes to a small shop to buy some things. Very slow, very clear. George opens the door of the small shop. A small bell rings. The shopkeeper looks up and smiles. Good morning, the shopkeeper says. Good morning, George says. George says, walks around the small shop. He picks up a loaf of bread. He picks up a small bottle of milk. He picks up a small bag of apples. He picks up a small bag of apples. He picks up a small block of cheese. He walks to the counter. Is this all? The shopkeeper asks. Yes, thank you, George says. The shopkeeper counts the items. That is, £7.50, please. The shopkeeper says. George opens his wallet. He takes out a £10 note. He gives it to the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper takes the money. She gives him £2.50 in change. Thank you, she says. Thank you, George says. He puts the change in his pocket. He puts the food in his small bag. Have a good day, the shopkeeper says. You too, George says. He walks out of the shop. The small bell rings again. He walks down the street. He feels good. Small, simple, ordinary. A shop, a shopkeeper, a short conversation. Real English, of the kind you hear every day, all over the world. Round 12, complete. Round 13, a phone call between two friends. Now let us listen to a small phone call between two friends, Charlotte and Sarah, very slow. Just listen to the two voices. The phone rings. Charlotte picks it up. Hello? Charlotte says, Hi, Charlotte. It is Sarah. Sarah says, Hi, Sarah. How are you? Charlotte says, I am good. Thank you. How are you? Sarah says, I am well. A little tired, but well. Charlotte says, Long day. Sarah says, Yes, very long. But it is over now. Charlotte says, Good. Sarah says, Listen, I am calling because... Would you like to have lunch on Saturday? Yes, I would love to. Charlotte says, Wonderful. Sarah says, Where would you like to go? How about that small Italian place near the park? Charlotte says, Perfect. What time? Sarah says, How about 1 o'clock? Charlotte says, 1 is good for me, Sarah says. Great. See you on Saturday then, Charlotte says. See you on Saturday. Have a good evening, Sarah says. You too. Bye, Charlotte says. Bye, Sarah says. They hang up. Simple, warm, real. This is how English speakers talk on the phone every day. Small, polite words, small, polite pauses, small, polite endings. And now, that music of a real phone call lives in your ears. Round 13, complete. Round 14, a quiet evening. Now, let us listen to a very quiet, very simple evening at home. Just listen and rest. It is 7 in the evening. The sky outside is dark blue. James is at home. He is in his small kitchen. He is making dinner. He is making a simple pasta. He fills a pot with water. He puts it on the stove. He waits for the water to boil. While he waits, he cuts a small tomato. He cuts a little onion. He chops a few small leaves of basil. The kitchen smells wonderful. The water starts to boil. He adds a little salt. He adds the pasta. He stirs slowly. He cooks the pasta for 10 minutes. Then he pours the water out. He puts the pasta in a big bowl. He adds the tomato, the onion, the basil. He adds a little olive oil. He adds a little cheese. He mixes it slowly. He takes his bowl to the small dining table. He sits down. He turns on some soft music. He takes a small sip of water. He starts to eat. The pasta is warm and delicious. He eats slowly. He is not in a hurry. He is grateful for the food. He is grateful for his quiet home. He is grateful for this soft, simple evening. After dinner, he washes the dishes. He makes a small cup of tea. He takes it to the living room. He sits on the sofa. He opens a small book. He reads for 1 hour. At 9, he feels sleepy. He puts the book down. He turns off the music. He brushes he brushes his teeth. He goes to his bedroom. He gets into bed. He turns off the light. He closes his eyes. He falls asleep quickly and peacefully. Round 14, complete. A soft evening, warm dinner, warm tea, warm sleep, all in your ears, in slow, kind English. Round 15. At the train station. Now, let us listen to a small English moment at a train station in London. A young woman named Emma is traveling to Brighton for the weekend. Emma arrives at the train station. She has her small bag on her shoulder. She walks slowly into the big station. The station is busy. There are many people. There are announcements on the loudspeaker. Emma looks up at the big board. She is looking for her train to Brighton. She finds it. Platform 7. In 10 minutes. She walks to platform 7. She sits on a bench. She takes out her phone. She sends a small message to her friend Sarah. I am at the station. See you soon. Sarah replies quickly. Wonderful. Have a safe trip. I will meet you at Brighton Station. Emma smiles. She puts her phone back in her bag. She looks around. An old man is sitting on the next bench. He is reading a newspaper. A young couple is standing near the platform edge. They are holding hands. A small boy is holding a small teddy bear. He is with his mother. Emma feels calm. She likes train stations. She likes the sound of the trains coming and going. The announcement plays again. The train to Brighton will arrive at platform 7 in 2 minutes. Emma stands up. She picks up her small bag. She walks to the edge of the platform. She waits. The train comes slowly around the corner. It stops at the platform. The doors open. Emma gets on. She finds a seat by the window. She puts her small bag on the seat next to her. She sits down. She looks out of the window. The train pulls slowly away from London. Emma watches the buildings pass by, then the trees, then the small houses, then the green fields. She is on her way to Brighton. She is on her way to see her best friend. She smiles. She feels lucky. Round 15. Complete. That was a small train journey. Slow, kind English. A real place. A real moment. And now, your ears know how it sounds. Round 16. A small English family dinner. Our last round. Let us listen to a small English family sitting down for dinner in a small house in the Avon. Dinner in a small house in the New Belize, countryside outside London. There is a mother, a father, and their 2 children, Alice and George. It is 6 o'clock in the evening. The family is sitting at the dining table. The mother has made a warm dinner, chicken with vegetables, and potatoes. There is a small candle on the table. There is a small basket of bread. The father sits at the head of the table. The mother sits across from him. Alice, the older sister, sits on one side. George, the little brother, sits on the other side. This looks wonderful, the father says. Thank you, the mother says with a smile. I helped a little, Alice says proudly. Yes, she did, the mother says. She helped with the vegetables. Well done, Alice, the father says. I helped too, George says. You did? The father says. How did you help? I put the bread on the table, George says. Everyone laughs. Yes, that was very helpful, the mother says. They start to eat. They eat slowly. They talk about their day. The father tells them about his work. The mother tells them about her afternoon. Alice tells them about her school. George tells them about a small dog he saw in the park. They laugh. They pass the bread. They pass the potatoes. They ask each other small, kind questions. "How is your food?" the mother asks. "Delicious," the father says. "Very good," Alice says. "I love it," George says. After dinner, the mother stands up. "Who wants dessert?" she asks. "Me," says George. "Yes, please," says Alice. "Yes, please," says the father. The mother brings out a small apple pie. She cuts it into 4 pieces. She gives 1 piece to each person. Everyone eats slowly. The pie is warm and sweet. After dessert, Alice and George help their mother clear the table. The father washes the dishes. The children help dry them. The kitchen is quiet, warm, and full of small laughter. At 8 o'clock, the children go to bed. The mother and father sit on the sofa together. They drink a small cup of tea. They talk quietly about their week. Outside, the sky is dark. There are small stars. There's a soft moon. The little house in the English countryside is quiet. Everyone is safe. Everyone is warm. Everyone is loved. This is a good evening. This is a happy home. Round 16, complete. A beautiful, warm family dinner. Real English. Real love. Real life. And now, all of it lives in your ears. Round 17. A trip to the library. Let us listen to a small trip to the library. A young man named Oliver goes to his local library on a quiet Wednesday afternoon. Oliver walks into the library. It is very quiet. The library is big and warm. There are many books on many shelves. Oliver walks slowly. He looks at the shelves. He is looking for a small book to read. He walks past the children's section. A mother is reading a small book to her little son. Oliver smiles. He walks past the newspaper section. 2 old men are reading the morning news. He walks past the study tables. A young student is writing in a notebook. Oliver walks to the fiction section. He looks at the shelves for a long time. He picks up one small book. He reads the back cover. He is not sure. He puts it back. He picks up another one. He reads the first page. He likes it. He decides to borrow this book. He takes it to the front desk. An old librarian smiles at him. "Just this one today?" she asks softly. "Yes, please," Oliver says. She takes his library card. She scans the book. "You have 3 weeks to bring it back," she says. "Thank you," Oliver says. He puts the book in his bag. He walks out of the library. The afternoon is cold and bright. He walks out of the library. The afternoon is cold and bright. He walks out of the library. Walks home slowly. He is looking forward to reading his new book. Round 17. Complete. A quiet library. A small book. A slow, kind afternoon. All in your ears. Round 18. Sarah plans a small trip. Now, let us listen to Sarah and her friend Charlotte planning a small trip together. Sarah and Charlotte are sitting on Sarah's small sofa. They are drinking hot tea. They are looking at a small map. So Charlotte says, "Where should we go?" "How about the countryside?" Sarah says. "That is a wonderful idea," Charlotte says. "We could go for a weekend," Sarah says. "Yes," Charlotte says. "Which weekend?" "How about the first weekend of October?" Sarah says. Charlotte looks at her phone. That works for me, Charlotte says. Great, Sarah says. Where should we stay? A small bed and breakfast, Charlotte says. Yes, a small bed and breakfast, Sarah says. Somewhere quiet. Somewhere with a lovely garden, Charlotte says. And a warm fireplace, Sarah says. And a big kitchen for breakfast, Charlotte says. They both laugh. What will we do there? Sarah asks. Walk in the countryside, Charlotte says. Have long, slow breakfasts, Sarah says. Read books by the fire, Charlotte says. Drink lots of tea, Sarah says. Take long naps in the afternoon, Charlotte says. That sounds perfect, Sarah says. They both smile. They spend the next hour looking for a small bed and breakfast online. They find one in a small village outside London. It has a lovely garden. It has a warm fireplace. It has a big kitchen. They book 2 nights. They pay for the room. They send each other a small smile. October cannot come soon enough, Sarah says. I know, Charlotte says. They finish their tea. Charlotte stands up. I should go home, she says. Thank you for a lovely afternoon, Sarah says. Thank you for the tea, Charlotte says. They hug. Charlotte walks to the door. See you soon, Charlotte says. See you soon, Sarah says. Charlotte walks out. Sarah closes the door. She smiles. She is looking forward to October. Round 18 complete. A small plan. A small trip. A small dream. All in slow, kind English. Round 19. A very slow bedtime story. Now our final round of listening. This is a very slow bedtime story. Close your eyes if you like, or keep them open. Either is fine. Just listen. Just rest. Once upon a time in a small village, in the Englishmessel village, in the Englishmess countryside, there lived a little gray cat. Her name was Poppy. Poppy was a small, quiet, kind cat. She lived in a small stone cottage with an old woman. The old woman's name was Mrs. Green. Mrs. Green was very kind to Poppy. Every morning, Mrs. Green gave Poppy a small bowl of warm milk. Every evening, Mrs. Green gave Poppy a small piece of fish. And every night, Poppy slept at the foot of Mrs. Green's soft bed. Poppy was very happy. One day, Mrs. Green went to the small village shop. Poppy stayed at home. She sat by the window. She watched the birds outside. She watched the leaves fall from the small tree in the garden. She was calm. She was warm. She was safe. Mrs. Green came home after 1 hour. She had a small bag of food from the shop. She smiled at Poppy. "Hello, my little friend," she said softly. Poppy walked to her slowly. She rubbed her small head against Mrs. Green's leg. Mrs. Green smiled. She picked Poppy up. She held her gently. "You are such a good little cat," she said. Poppy closed her eyes. She began to purr. The evening came. Mrs. Green made a small dinner for herself. She gave Poppy a small piece of fish. They sat together in the small warm kitchen. Outside, the sky was becoming dark. The stars were coming out. One by one, the garden was quiet. The small tree stood still in the moonlight. Mrs. Green washed her small plate. She turned off the kitchen light. She walked slowly to her bedroom. Poppy followed her. Mrs. Green got into her soft bed. She turned off the small lamp. Poppy jumped up onto the bed. She curled up at Mrs. Green's feet. She closed her small green eyes. She began to purr softly. Mrs. Green smiled in the dark. "Good night, my little friend," she whispered. Poppy purred, one small purr, as if to say good night back, and they both fell asleep. Outside, the stars were bright. The moon was full. The small English village was quiet. Everyone was warm. Everyone was safe. Everyone was sleeping peacefully. The end. Round 19 complete. A small, warm bedtime story in slow, gentle English about a small cat and a kind old woman in the English countryside. Beautiful, simple, real. Round 20. A Sunday morning at the market. For our very last round, let us go together to a small English market on a Sunday morning with a young woman named Alice. Alice walks slowly down a small street in London. It is Sunday morning. The is Sunday morning. The it is Sunday morning. Sky is bright blue. The air is cool. Alice is walking to the local market. She loves the Sunday market. She goes almost every week. Alice arrives at the market. The market is busy. There are many small stalls. There are people everywhere. There are wonderful smells in the air. Fresh bread, warm coffee, sweet strawberries, fresh flowers. Alice smiles. She walks slowly around the market. She stops at the first stall. The stall sells fresh bread. An old man is standing behind the stall. "Good morning," Alice says. "Good morning, love," the old man says with a smile. "What can I get you today?" "One small loaf of white bread, please," Alice says. "Of course," the old man says. He picks up a small loaf. He wraps it in paper. He gives it to Alice. "That is £2.50, please," he says. Alice pays. "Thank you," she says. "Have a lovely Sunday," the old man says. "You too," Alice says. She puts the bread in her small bag. She walks to the next stall. This stall sells fresh fruit. The colors are beautiful. Red apples, yellow bananas, green pears, purple grapes, bright orange oranges. A young woman is standing behind the stall. "Hello, how can I help you?" She says. "I would like some one Badoo." She says. "I would like some one Badoo." "Apples, please," Alice says. "Which ones?" the young woman asks. "The red ones, please." "6 of them," Alice says. The young woman puts 6 red apples in a small paper bag. "That is £3, she says. Alice pays. She thanks the young woman. She puts the apples in her bag. She keeps walking. She stops at a small flower stall. The flowers are beautiful. Roses, tulips, yellow sunflowers, small white daisies. Alice looks at them for a long time. She picks a small bunch of yellow tulips. "How much are these?" she asks the seller. £5 for that bunch," the seller says. "I will take them, please," Alice says. She pays. She takes her small bunch of yellow tulips. She keeps walking. She stops at a small coffee stand. She orders a small cup of coffee. "To go, please," she says. "That is £2.50, the barista says. Alice pays. She takes her warm cup of coffee. She holds her yellow tulips and her small bag of bread and fruit. She walks slowly through the busy market. She listens to the sounds around her. People are talking. People are laughing. A small child is asking his mother for a treat. An old couple is looking at flowers together. A young musician is playing a soft song on a guitar. Alice stops for a moment. She listens to the guitar. She feels calm. She feels lucky. She takes a small sip of her coffee. It is warm and strong. She keeps walking. After 20 minutes, Alice leaves Wooded Shea, the market. She walks slowly home. She feels happy. She has bread. She has apples. She has flowers. She has a warm coffee. She has a beautiful Sunday morning. When she gets home, she puts the flowers in a small glass of water. She puts the bread on the kitchen table. She puts the bread on the kitchen table. She puts the apples in a small bowl. She finishes her coffee. She sits by her window. She looks at her flowers. She thinks, this is a good Sunday. A small, simple, good Sunday. Round 20. Complete. A slow, beautiful Sunday. Market. Real English. Real life. Real love for small, simple things. Round 21. Warm goodbye words. Before we close, one small final round. I will say a few warm, simple English goodbyes and closing phrases. Just listen. Let them settle into your ears. These are the words English speakers use when they say goodbye all over the world. Bye, bye, goodbye, goodbye. See you soon, see you soon, see you later, see you later, see you tomorrow, see you tomorrow. Take care, have a good day, have a good day, have a lovely evening, have a lovely evening. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice weekend. Sleep well. Sleep well. Good night. Good night. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Safe journey. Safe journey. Talk to you soon. Text me later. Text me later. Give me a call tomorrow. Give me a call tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for a lovely time. Thanks for a lovely time. It was so good to see you. It was so good to see you. Let us do this again. Let us do this again. Now, one last small conversation. Two friends, Emma and Sarah, saying goodbye at the end of a warm afternoon together. Just listen. Well, I should get going, Emma says. So soon, Sarah says. Yes, I have an early morning tomorrow, Emma says. Of course, Sarah says. It was so good to see you today. You too. Thank you for the lovely tea, Emma says. Any time, Sarah says. You know that. I know, Emma says. They stand up. They hug. They walk to the door together. Take care of yourself, Sarah says. You too, Emma says. Let me know when you get home safely, Sarah says. I will. Text you in an hour, Emma says. Perfect. Good night, my dear friend, Sarah says. Good night, Emma says. Emma walks down the small path. She turns and waves. Sarah waves back from the door. The door closes softly. Emma walks home in the quiet evening. A soft, kind, English goodbye. Beautiful, simple, real. Round 21 complete. Now let me say a small final message before we close. You have listened to 1 hour of English. Not perfect English. Not fast English, not scary English, just slow, simple, beautiful English about a normal life, about normal people, about mornings and evenings and walks and coffee shops and cups of tea. Let me remind you of everything you have heard today. You listen to 50 simple words. You listen to warm two-word phrases. You listen to short, real sentences. You listen to a full daily life. Morning, afternoon, and evening. You spent a Saturday with Emma in London, drinking coffee with her best friend Sarah. You practiced numbers, days, and time. You spent a small moment in a coffee shop with James in Manchester. You watched Sarah walk on Brighton Beach at sunrise. You listened to real questions and real answers. You took a slow London walk with Oliver on a Sunday afternoon. You spent a rainy afternoon at home with Alice. You went to a small shop with George. You listened to a phone call between two friends. You had a quiet, warm evening with James. You waited for a train to Brighton with Emma. You sat down for Brighton with Emma. Family dinner in the English countryside. You visited a library with Oliver. You planned a small trip with Sarah and Charlotte. You fell asleep with a small gray cat named Poppy. And you spent one last beautiful Sunday morning at the market with Alice. That is more real English than most learners hear in a whole week. And it all lives in your ears now. Warm, kind, simple, yours. And the beautiful thing is, you did not have to work hard for it. You just had to sit and listen and let the language come in, softly, one small sentence at a time. That is how real listening grows. Not with sweat and stress, with patience and warmth, with time and kindness. And your ears did wonderful work today. They listened kindly. They followed patiently. They rested when they needed. They kept going when they could. And now they know more English than they did 1 hour ago. Not because you studied, because you listened. Because you gave your ears 1 hour of slow, warm English without stopping. Please, please do this again. Come back to this video tomorrow, or next week, or every day, because every time you listen, your ears grow a little more. The second time you listen, you will understand more. The third time, even more. By the fifth or sixth time, this whole hour will feel like slow, easy, simple English to you. And that is when you know your ears have really grown. Here is my small hope for you. I hope that one day, maybe soon, you will be sitting in a real coffee shop somewhere, in London, or Manchester, or Brighton, or New York, or Sydney, and a stranger will speak to you in English, and you will understand every word, not because you are lucky, because you are ready, because you did this hour, and many other hours, and your ears finally opened fully to the beautiful world of English. If listening still feels hard on some days, please do not give up. Every fluent listener you admire once felt exactly the way you feel today. They could not understand fast English. They missed half of every conversation. They smiled and nodded and felt small. But they kept listening every single day. Small amounts, slow content, kind voices. And one day, without noticing, they woke up understanding almost everything. That day is coming for you too. I promise. Please trust it. Please keep listening. Please give this video a like if it helped you today. It truly helps this small channel grow. And subscribe to Bookish English and turn on the bell, because every week we do this small, kind work together. Listening, speaking, stories, simpling, English, real English. Thank you so much for staying with me for 1 whole hour. That is a long time to sit and listen. And you did it. That says something about you. You are patient. You are brave. You are hungry to learn. Those 3 things, patience, courage, and hunger, are all you need to become fluent in English. And you already have all 3. Take care of yourself. Rest your ears, have a warm drink, and come back tomorrow. Because your English journey does not stop today. It just started 1 hour ago in your quiet room with a warm cup of something and my calm English voice keeping you kind company. And it will continue tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. 1 small hour, 1 small day, 1 small step at a time. That is how fluency is built. Slowly, warmly, kindly, without hurry. Goodbye, my friend. Sleep well tonight if it is night for you, or have a beautiful day if it is day. And remember, every hour of listening, every small, quiet moment with English in your ears is one more step toward the fluent listener you are quietly becoming. Before you go, please remember 3 small things. 1. Please come back to this video, not only once, many times, because the 10th time you listen will be more powerful than the first time. Every time you listen, more of the English melts into you, quietly, like warm water into a soft cloth. Do not chase new videos. Repeat this one. Repeat other kind ones you love. Repetition is the deepest secret of listening. Now you know it. 2. Please be kind to yourself on the hard days. Some days you will listen and understand a lot. Some days you will listen and understand a little. Both are progress. Both are growth. Please do not judge yourself. Just show up. Just listen. Your ears are always working, even when you do not feel it. Trust the invisible work. It is real, and it is happening right now inside you. 3. Please share this small journey with someone you love. If you have a friend, a family member, or a partner who is also learning English, tell them about this video. Watch it together, maybe, or send them the link with a warm message. Learning English is a lonely journey for many people, and sharing it with somebody who cares makes it much lighter, much warmer, much easier to continue. 3 small things. Come back. Be kind to yourself. Share the journey. If you do these, your ears will not just grow. Your whole English life will grow. See you very soon. And thank you again for 1 full hour of quiet, kind English listening. That is a real gift you gave yourself today. Please, please do not forget to come back for another hour tomorrow or the day after, whenever you can, because that is how quiet learners become confident ones. 1 gentle hour at a time. Goodbye, my friend, and see you tomorrow in the next quiet, kind hour of English listening. Until then, take care.